Um, that's exactly what Scott's saying. He's trying to backpedal right now. Watch him why and watch his hands. See, Ellen, what am I backpedaling on? Most of the criticism that I get on this topic and others falls into the category of somebody imagined I used to say something different and now I'm changing my mind. You have a natural instinct for Bayes' theorem, okay? Scott, how much fentanyl does your iPhone subsidize? So you're going only after those Chinese companies. You're not a shareholder. Oh, so I've answered this question, and I'll answer it again. It's a fair question. So as you know, I'd like to decouple our business from China, and I would like us to buy the fewest amount of Chinese-made goods that we can. But I have an iPhone, and pretty much half of my environment is Chinese goods. So how do I explain that? And the way I explain it is quite easily. You do practical things, and you don't do impractical things. That's it. Who would disagree with the following statement? You should do things that are practical and also good, but you should not do things that are impractical, even if hypothetically they were practical, they'd be good. It is practical to prevent new business from going to China. Very practical. It is not practical to uproot companies that are gigantic parts of the American economy, and at the moment they require, let's say, assembly in China. So I don't judge Apple and Tesla by the same standard I would judge some company that decided to open a new factory there tomorrow, right? So I've never put them in the same category. So no matter how many times you ask me, am I comfortable with my iPhone? I'm always going to give you the same answer. No. No, I'm not comfortable with it one bit. But it isn't practical to change it quickly. Might be practical in the long run, and I hope and I trust. I trust Apple's actually doing that, by the way. I trust that they're looking at their options and trying to figure out, what to do. But, the way to build it in the United States is probably with robots, not people. So it's not like it's going to boost employment if they move it over here. But it will at least get it out of China. I'm being a little too nice to Apple and Tesla. Well, nice isn't really an operative thing here. And by the way, I should say, as I've said before, I do own stock in both Apple and Tesla. Now, one of the reasons I own stock with them is that they're just monsters. They're both just monsters. And when I invest in things, it's not because I love them. I don't invest in things I love. I invest in things that look like they can't possibly lose money because they've got some kind of monopoly-like control of things, or they're doing something right. So investment is not about what is right or wrong.